Smells so good. Hey, as you can tell, this is not a tea mug, tea mug, whatever. It's a wine glass. Listen, today is May 25th. It's Memorial Day. So I'm having wine, but it's low carb wine. So let's get into this. So first of all, here's my cup. These are, what are these called? Is this multi-chrome? We have silverware that's multi-chrome, and I have wine glasses, and they're my favorite because they're so pretty. Look, it's like a little unicorn cup. So that's what I have. And the wine is just, you know, it's a holiday, it's still quarantine, it's almost my birthday. And in this quarantine, I went on a search for a low carb wine. I don't know why. Well, you know what? I know why. It's because I like rosés and moscatos and like the sweeter wines, a Riesling. And they tend to be higher in carbs. And so everybody's like, oh, just have a red wine. Honey, I don't like the red wine. I have tried. I'm from Southern California, so I have been to like the poor man's wine country in Temecula. I've been to actual wine country. And I have tried every red wine under the sun. I've had every sommelier try to convince me of like, you're gonna love this red wine, don't worry about it. I'm worried about it because I don't like any of them. So, moral of that story is I need to find a low carb white wine, or pink wine as it were. And so I came across this company called Secco Wine Club. And then they have this line called Palo 61. And Palo 61, Palo 61 are their low carb wines. They have 3 of them. They have a red, a white, and then they have the rosado. And so let me tell you, it costs an arm and a leg, but what I figured out was that I could subscribe, and the subscription gives you 3 bottles. Like you can do either every month or every other month. And it's like with free shipping, and it's like $50, maybe $53 with tax. That's what it came out to. Which is like, you know, not a bad deal. But this one, the Rosado, has, for a 5 fluid ounce serving, has 0.32 carbs. And one of the great things I love about this wine, this is not sponsored, but I just want you guys to know, one of the great things I love about this wine is that they have a nutrition label on the bottle. So it's not like you have to go to their website and try to figure it out or whatever. So like that was super nifty. Now let me tell you the thing that I don't like about this wine. It's not sold in the store. So I have to get it shipped to me. And that's not Secco's problem, it's my problem, because we live in a controlled access building, and you have to sign for this. I mean, obviously they're shipping you booze, right? An adult has to sign for this, and if UPS comes after hours, they can't get into my building. And the way they set this property up, like nobody can find the call box. Nobody knows how to use the call box. They don't even tell us, the residents, how to use the call box. You have to figure it out for yourself. And I mean, we don't have the same UPS driver every day, so they don't know. So if they come after hours, first of all, there's no delivery happening. But now during quarantine, when they come during hours, they're not accepting packages in the office. So we can't get packages. I had to go stand outside for hours the day that this was delivered, waiting for UPS to drive by, because the thing is like they know that there's like issues with delivering here. So they like drive through and they drop off the packages we have like regular apartments where like, you know, like they have the outsized breezeways. And then we have townhomes, and then we have us. So they drop off the packages for the townhomes and for the other apartments, and then they drive away. They don't even bother with the packages for us in the controlled access building. So I had to stand outside and wait for the UPS man to come because he had my wine and I got a 3D printer for my birthday. And he had that on his truck too at the same time. So I needed my stuff, okay? So sad face because I'm never going to be able to order this again. However, it is delicious. So the rosado, I mean, it's like a rosé moscato, right? So it's not quite as sweet as just a regular like moscato would be. And it's not quite as rosy as a rosé would be. That's stupid, but that's true. So anyway, this is not a sponsored video, but I just spent like 5 minutes talking to you guys about Palo 61 low carb wine, and you need to get you some and tell them I sent you. They don't care, but just tell them anyway. Okay. Yes. So I'm just drinking wine instead of tea, but you know, there's tea in the distance. I even have a new Sips by box, and we're drinking wine today, okay? I wasn't gonna do a video today because it's like holiday and we're like enjoying ourselves, having fun. We were like playing board games earlier. We're playing video games now. And I was like, I'm gonna record tea with Brie. That's the liquor in her, I guess. I don't know. But actually, the reason why is because my hair is popping today. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but like, first of all, my bestie sent me headbands for my birthday. They just got here today, so I decided to put one on. Love them. These are so cute. Like, there's like I think it's like a 6-pack or something. And it is from my wish list, but like, I don't look at my wish list. And so I kind of forgot they were there. Doesn't mean I didn't want them. Anyway, so her and her husband and her kids sent me these and I put it on. I was like, my hair looks good today, y'all. I did a twist out for those of you who know what that is. And I just think it came out really, really well. And it's like nice and like bouncy and fluffy and it's cute. Okay, so I wanted to document this hair. Shout out to my friends who are always like, let me see what your hair looks like, girl. They know that I've been going through this like journey, this adventure, which literally it started with the day that we recorded our very first video for this channel was the day that I decided I'm going to do something new with my hair. And that started my like curly girl method journey. And it's been like has it been over a year? Almost a year now? I think it's been almost a year since we started. Listen. It's been a minute, and I think I have finally figured out how I want to treat my hair. And now I'm like, I should just shave it all off because I'm indecisive and I kind of feel like I want to shave my head so I don't have to deal with my hair anymore. But then I'm like, if I regret that, what am I going to do about it? So maybe I might wait till it gets cold and then shave it, and then I'll have an excuse to wear a hat every day if it's cold, and then I won't have to deal with it, right? I don't know, whatever. So what's new? What's popping with you guys? Oh, can I do like another product plugged really quick? I don't know if you guys even care, but Good and Gather. I don't know, can you see this? Good and Gather. Their sparkling waters, so freaking good. But what I like are these big bottles. What is this, a quart? It's a liter. I like these big bottles. They have just like so much carbonation in them, and their flavor is like really, really intense. So if you have not had these, so this is the coconut pineapple, which I love, but the tropical cherry is probably my all-time favorite. So good. I just finished drinking that before I started on the wine, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. Anyway, let's talk about food and eating and all that stuff, which is like super relevant because this summer I am taking an elective in my master's program. It is the gastronomy class, gastronomy elective. So if you watched the previous video, you will have seen that me and James did one of my assignments on video, and we will have another one coming up soon, or I will, whichever. Because it's like such a fun class, you guys. Like, I mean, gastronomy is just like, it's like the concept, it's like the philosophy of food. It's like the concept of food. It's just eating and how you select your food and all this stuff. It's just really fun. Like my professor's really fun. I'm kind of bummed that it's online because I think it would be super exciting to go to this class in person. And it's a nice escape from the like really heavy sciences that we normally take. I gotta say, if I could just get a master's degree of all electives, I would be there for the rest of my life. And it actually made me really look into getting a PhD. I go back and forth on this all the time. Do I or do I not want a PhD? I don't know. Like part of me wants to just be like Sabrina Strickland PhD. But then the other part of me is like, who wants to keep going to school? Not me, because I remember all the time how much I don't actually have fun being in school. I don't know. I waffle. But then I decided, oh my God, it'd be so cool to have like a PhD in gastronomy. That's not a thing, but I'm trying to make it a thing. I want a PhD. I want to be like the doctor of what we eat and why. Like that just sounds great. Like imagine my dissertation is just eating. I could just document what I ate for a long time. I could just turn this YouTube channel into my dissertation. Like this is what I ate and here's why. I don't know. I'm stupid. But that's what I want. And it doesn't exist. And so now I'm like throwing a temper tantrum. I'm like, well, if I can't have the PhD that I want, then I don't want any PhD. Who knows? We're just going to be Dr. and Mrs. Strickland. It's not going to be Dr. and Dr. Strickland because I can't. They won't give me what I want. Rude. It's rude is what it is, but whatever. The closest I found was there's a program in Indiana where I can get a doctorate in something. I forgot. It's like a doctorate in sociology or something like that no, that doesn't make sense. I don't know. It wasn't what I wanted. It's what I know. But they have like a minor in gastronomy. I didn't know you could minor in anything at the doctorate level, but that's what they let you do. So, okay. And then there's a program in Italy. I would be all down for going to the program in Italy, but their admission requirements are intense. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm that committed. Like, that's a lot of work I gotta do. And I would have to take like, I guess it's still the GRE to get into the doctorate program. Specifically because I did not take a GRE to get into my master's program. Holler at your girl who got that waiver. You know what I mean? Like, my GPA spoke for itself and I didn't have to take the GRE. But to get into the doctorate program, I would have to. And I don't know. I don't think I want to do that. So, you know, that's just a lot to grapple with. And I'm about to just get this master's degree and keep it pushing. So I have one more school year, but I only have 3 more classes I have to take. And then I'm like going to be a real adult and I have to like go out into the real world and do stuff. I don't know. I don't know if that's what I want to do with my life. I might just go to school forever. Be super educated. So yeah. I'm sorry. I'm looking at my notes over here because I did make notes on like what I wanted to talk about because I'm, you know, when I first got this, I was drinking it and I told my friends, like I was talking to my friend Gabby and Mish, and I was like, I don't know what just happened, y'all. And I had drank, I think I took the bottle, it was full, right? And I drank it to about here. And I was like, I am drunk. I don't know what's in this. I don't know what is in this. I mean, it's 100% natural. It's 12% alcohol, but that's not terrible, right? The girl was lit off of nothing. It could have just been what I ate that day. Like it wasn't enough. Today being the holiday, I definitely had like 2 pieces of sola bread, or their buns actually. I had a hot dog bun and a hamburger bun. So I feel like I've got enough like heavy food in me that this is not taking me to the curb like it did last time. But we're gonna get there. So that's why I had to make a list. Even though most of the time I have a list, but you know what I mean. So I mentioned this. Okay. I'm gonna give you some backstory. So Ashley at O Krogal switched from being keto to low carb. And I had mentioned in her comments like, oh, you know, we eat low carb, but we very often say keto because low carb has a wide range of definitions, but I stay on like the very low end of low carb and it's almost keto. And a lot of days I just default into a ketogenic range. So I default to like less than 20 carbs because that's like enough for me, but I don't like mentally having that restriction. So I do allow myself like 30, am I at 30? I don't know. I use Carb Manager. I don't know if I'm at 30 or 35 carbs a day. So that's technically low carb, but we use the word keto on this channel all the time. And I just wanted to like once and for all put it out there that we do eat a low carb lifestyle. We don't stick to strictly keto. There are a lot of days where we are keto and the foods that we eat are for people who are doing a keto diet. We just eat a lot more of the things that you would consider a every now and then thing. So like the low carb wraps, like you can't really, you're gonna struggle trying to have one of those every single day on keto. But with low carb, like it's not that big of a deal, right? So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there that I know that we are eating low carb and not strictly keto, even though we say keto because it's just easier. And I know that that's wrong, but it's just easier, y'all. You know, if you eat keto, you know. Okay. But let's talk about being low carb during quarantine. I don't know if it's easier or if it's harder. So I don't have to pack a lunch in advance and take it to work with me, right? So in that sense, it's easier because I can just go in the kitchen at lunchtime, figure out what I want to eat, grab it out of there, and boom, it's done, right? And so the world is an oyster. I can eat whatever I want. Well, you know, that's like within my eating plan. Oh! I'm sorry. I just kicked the camera, kicked the tripod and the camera fell down. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, I'm back. So I was talking about, you know, being, I don't know what I was talking about. Low carb while on quarantine, right? So yeah, so whatever I want to eat is in there in the kitchen. And so that's obviously, what is this? Why do I have this? What is this? What's happening here? Fix that. Okay, so that's obviously easier, but then it's harder because like I just want to eat all the time and it's not eating time all the time. And sometimes I'm like, I need a snack and I don't need a snack. It's not because I'm hungry, it's just because I want to have a snack. So yeah, needless to say, I have been eating more calories than I normally eat. So I'm still in a calorie deficit for what I should be eating, but typically I don't even eat that many calories. So like, I think I'm supposed to be at like 2200 maybe. I mean, look, I am big, y'all, so like my calorie intake is pretty up there. So I'm supposed to be at like 2200, I think, something like, let's just go with that number, okay? And I usually come in around like 17 or 1800, but like the last couple weeks I've literally been eating like right to the limit. It's just too much. There's too much time at home. I don't have anything to do. And it's not that we like really did stuff when we could go places, but the little, like we used to go to the movies a lot. I spent a lot more time shopping. So I am saving money, and little Dickie would be so proud of me. And I don't know, like I feel like I just drove around a lot. Like I would go different places and look at things, and we would go out to eat. So that was like an event, and we would, you know, I don't know. So I've just been eating more calories. And I will say this, I have not lost any weight. I'm like still at like 361, which is that's not a lot of weight loss. Like I may have lost like 5 pounds or something in the last month and a half. But I haven't gained any weight either, so we'll just take that as a quarantine win. I do need to get my life together though. So my birthday, today is the 25th, and my birthday is the 30th, so that's like 5 days away. Whoop, whoop. And I just feel like, you know, my birthday is like such a nice place. It's like right in the middle of the year, so it's a nice place to like realign my goals, like get back to what I decided I was gonna do back in January. So like it works out. So I just, you know, I need to get my life together, write out a plan, whatever. Yeah, that's gonna have to happen. And I don't know if you guys, actually I know you guys care because our most watched videos are our Costco hauls. We didn't go to Costco this month. Let me tell you how I feel about that. So the thing is, we didn't need to go to Costco, but the last time we didn't need to go to Costco and I went anyway, ended up spending a smooth like $500 when we didn't even need food. So this month I was just like, no, you know what? No, we're gonna eat the food that we have. And we have been going to the grocery store every week, like the regular grocery store, to just get the little odds and ends to go with the food that we already have here. Because we didn't do a full restock at Costco. But like, I am itching to go to Costco. So we actually get paid I get paid the day before my birthday. Actually, I think we both get paid the day before my birthday because it just works out that way this time, right? Yep, looking at my calendar. My calendar says I'm not here to make friends. Yeah, so we both get paid the day before my birthday. So we're gonna go ball out at Costco. Y'all let me know if there's anything I should be looking for at Costco. Oh, this is kind of a note to self. So this video is actually gonna air the day that we're probably going to Costco. So when you're watching this, if you're watching this like right when it goes up, probably at Costco. Note to self, I need to look for the Smart Sweets Swedish fish in the candy section at Costco. You know your girl doesn't walk through the candy section because she can't eat anything over there. But apparently Smart Sweets is selling their sweet fish there. Get in my cart. Watch my Costco not have it and I'm gonna be really pissed. Yeah, so you're watching this on the day that it airs. Originally, tomorrow is my birthday. I am accepting happy birthday comments down there. You could also just do a happy birthday like, and I'll take that too. Or subscribe. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that button too, girl. Sorry, I was playing The Sims before I decided I would record this, and so I keep looking to make sure, for whatever reason, it's on pause, and I keep looking to make sure my Sims are not doing something without my permission. I am very controlling. I am controlling and almost abusive to my Sims. So, do y'all play The Sims 4? Does anybody like to play The Sims 4? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the new pack that's coming out. Let's talk about what mods you have installed, because I have Wicked Whims installed, and it is a hardcore mess. My Sim is sleeping with Santa. Okay, and she's married to somebody else. Anyway, so yeah, that's really about all that I had to talk about. I mean, I was gonna talk about our neighbors, but I don't really feel like getting into that right now because it's depressing. But they're just so loud, y'all. They're so loud. But the other thing is, I really want to go on vacation. I know how that sounds. I know that it's like not the time for vacation, and I know how irresponsible that is, but I just really want to vent about wanting to go on vacation. There are so many places that I could go right now. I would love, like, this would be such a fantastic time to go to Paradise Island in the Bahamas, like go stay at the Atlantis. Oh my God, it would be so great. I got a new bathing suit right before quarantine started, and I feel like I'm not ever going to be able to wear it. Pissed about that. And I could go to Vegas. Vegas would be wonderful. I'll rent a cabana and we'll go to the pool and we'll get drunk and we'll go to a show and we will gamble. I only play the slot machines and I only play $20. I'll tell you guys one day about how I play Vegas. Like, it's ridiculous, but whatever. I'm just not a gambler. I would love to go to any beach. We got Myrtle Beach that's not far from us. The Outer Banks is not far from us, but we can't go anywhere. Okay, this is gonna be like a really sad note really quick, but I mean, we're not gonna get sad about it. It's just like a fact of the matter is that my family, we were all supposed to be going to Miami Beach in July. We had like this whole, like there were like 16 people going. And so it's like my cousin and then his cousins on his mom's side. So he's my cousin through his dad, and then his cousins on his mom's side. They were all going, but like we all grew up together. Like I consider them my cousins too, even though they totally are not. So we all grew up together. So like 16 of us, my brothers, my mom, like we were all going to Miami. We're gonna stay in this luxurious like mansion style Airbnb and all this stuff. And obviously we can't go now because of COVID, but even more so because of COVID, we can't go because my cousin, he's like my favorite cousin, my cousin who was planning all this, he was like the one in charge of all the logistics and everything. He actually died in March, like one of the early COVID victims. And so needless to say, the trip is completely canceled and like not even postponed. Like it's just not happening anymore. And I am like the super saddest about that trip not happening anymore. He was like my favorite cousin. Like even growing up, like that's all I ever wanted to do was hang out with BJ. And, I'm just like really fucked up about like the fact that we're not going on this trip together. I was like so excited to see him. I like of all the people who came to my wedding, like listen, if you came to my wedding, don't take this personally, but like of all the people that came to my wedding, like I have probably known him for the longest. He's what, 3 years older than me, I think. I've known him longer than everybody else. And like we grew up together and it's just like, you know, like best cousins. And he was like, he sat down with me at the end of the wedding and was like, I'm so glad I made it to this. Like, I guilted my uncle into paying for his flight and a couple other people's flights to come to my wedding. So he's like, I'm so glad I made it to this. This is like the best wedding I've ever been to. It was so unique. It's so perfectly you. And like, I carry that with me. Like, I'm just like, yeah, man, like we did our wedding our way. And it's because he sat down and told me that. Like, I don't know. It just meant a lot to me that he said that. And now he's gone and it's super surreal because I couldn't even fly home to go to his funeral. And even if I had been able to fly home to California, even if I had been able to fly home to go to it, like only 10 people were allowed to go. So I would have flown there, not been able to actually go. And then I would have been probably stuck there for a really long time. So yeah, okay, we're not gonna get sad, right? But we can't go to Miami either. So I can't go on vacation. I'm trapped in my house. And that is why we are drinking wine instead of tea. And I've probably rambled for way longer than anybody wants to listen to. So, chin chin, right? And drink up. I hope you're enjoying some wine too.